I'd probably fall on the floor if I actually won this race. I'd probably be like pretty stoked. We've been coming here for a couple years, but growing up, I always watched it on TV, and it would be like an awesome accomplishment if we won this race. So.
I think it's the crown jewel event. You know, I mean, it's not just the money; it's the prestige that comes along with this deal.
It's one of our bucket list races, obviously, and we really just like to put it in victory lane for sure.
You have no idea how much a win would mean. This is big, you know? I mean, you got the best of the best in the country here.
There's nothing like it. When you're going down the backstretch and you're getting ready to go green, it's just insane.
Since the inaugural running of the Super Nationals in 1983, the IMCA Modifieds had been the featured class at Boone. A favorite of both fans and drivers, Modifieds are designed to do one thing: produce great racing.
Starts out with a Chevelle front clip, but it's mostly a tubing car, mostly all fabricated, and I guess that's the name of the modified where that'd come in handy, is everything's modified on it.
So basically an IMCA Modified is a 4-link rear end suspension in the rear. We all run basically a crate motor. It's a 604 crate, just 350 Chevy, has like 400 horse. It's, I think, perfect for what we run here, and back home it's all the same. It's all pretty good.
Modifieds may have plenty of power, but with a tire designed more for cost savings and durability than pure performance, getting that power to the ground can be a huge challenge.
So basically the tires, there's more plastic in it than rubber, which makes it really hard to grip. It makes it last a lot longer. We actually run them maybe 10 nights if we need to. Here we're just swapping them back and forth, getting the nice heat cycle. We're just trying to keep up with the good guys and just put new tires on when we can.
Like I said, the horsepower to traction, the issue there, you know, you have to be pretty good with the throttle pedal so you're not spinning the tires, and the guy that has the most traction is normally going to win.
Throttle control is definitely big. Honestly, throttle and brake together. If you're giving too much brake, you're not going fast. If you're not getting enough brake, you're still not going fast. It's really a really hard, fine line to get it right here. As we've seen a lot this week with the cushion being on the top, a lot of guys have either gotten the gas too much and spun out up there, or not gotten in the gas enough, thrown the nose, and been off the racetrack. So it's definitely been a big deal. Plus the surface being a lot slicker here with the wood chips, and yeah, it's definitely, it takes a lot of throttle control to be fast here.
There's no question that IMCA Modifieds can be a handful to drive, but ask any driver, they'll tell you, they're also a whole lot of fun.
The feeling of a modified when it lifts the left rear and dives over on the right front, and the car just steers itself and hooks up, I mean, it's just unreal.
There's nothing like it. The feeling of just getting it sideways and just keeping it underneath you, it's really cool.
It's intense. I mean, the only thing I can explain it to, I guess, somebody that maybe had been on a roller coaster, it's like that for multiple laps at a time, and door to door with somebody else that you're trying to dodge. And so it's like playing dodgeball with riding roller coasters, I guess, to explain it to the general public.
You're trying to anticipate the guy in front of you's move, and you're trying to search around on the track to see where the best line is, you know, most momentum, the most traction, you know, and there's a lot of formulas going on in your head at all at once.
This one turned a little bit sideways in here, but yeah, and we did it where we elevated the mounts themselves, where we had to use those spacers in the past.
We build our own chassis. The chassis business, it's like the event that everybody comes to watch. I don't know why, because like I said, this track's completely different than everywhere else, but they watch so hard here, see who's up front to make their purchase decision for next year. And so it's one of them deals where we hope to be, you know, obviously stand on the podium at the end of the week, but top fives really helps with the, you know, everyone's senior cars. And we're West Coast based, and so a lot of my customers have never been here before. And so it's a lot to try to balance all that.
Boone is a unique challenge for each driver who competes. The best asset they can have is experience.
Especially coming from Arizona, it's really hard to figure out the surfaces here compared to at home. And I'm against a lot of guys that race here weekly, or, you know, at least around here on the surfaces that are similar to this one. And so it makes it tough for me especially. And the racing gets way more hectic because everybody's fighting for, you know, the top 4 spots in a main event that's got 30 cars in it. So yeah, it's definitely crazy.
I definitely want to get the lead as soon as I can and try to run away with it. I don't want to take no chances if a guy can.
Having to race the fastest guys in the country just changes your perspective on, you know, how you race and what you need to do to make your car successful. And I feel like that, you know, we've been coming here for about, I think 10 years now, 10 or 11 years, and absolutely the level of competition is top notch here.
For drivers at Boone, the competition starts with heat races. Tim Opp sprints with 10 other drivers, with the top 3 transferring into one of the night's A mains and a chance to walk into the big dance. Heat races often set the tone for how a driver's week will go. Finish well, and you set yourself up for success later on. But struggle, and your week could be over before it even starts.
All right, off of turn number 4, green flag is out. We're underway. Heat race number 15 out of 20. T-Deb going to lead it down to turn 1 and 2. Fellow front row starter Colton Nelson will slide in behind him. Here comes Josh McGay, quick to work on the low side of that 93 car. It's T-Deb, Jeremy Fucci, Josh McGay.
Car is fast, car is sweet. You must be happy.
We've had a good car all summer and all week, just fine-tuning on a little bit, and got the right draw for today, and see if we can get her in the dance tonight.
Stand out in mind, like you go, that guy's quick.
Do you now have a
besides
favorite?
The guy who win, obviously?
Well, I will tell you the talk in the pits of who everybody thinks is going to win the modifieds this year.
What's the talk in the pits?
Tim Ward.
Well, he was the talk before Super Nationals.
Yeah,
before
but he was on
He's
the
had a
tip.
decent year.
Yeah.
He has.
Once I get out there, you know, it's just another race, but it is pretty nuts when you're driving around under yellows or parade laps or whatever and kind of looking around at this deal and how many people are here.
We're going green.
On down into turn number 1 and 2 is going to be Gatlin Latham right there. Gat Latham up front, showing away. Tim Ward down there on the bottom. Ethan Proxima's there. Gregory Grants in the 24G. Down the front straightaway, we will go into turn number 1. Tim Ward, White Castles. Gat Latham drives it off the top. Ward will inherit the lead. They'll work on down into turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be Ward right there, followed by DeMay Proxima. Whoa, boy, look at Chaz Baca. Holy cow. That gets you in a doctor.
That time a little higher on the racetrack than shoot. I'm not sure. Oh, Baca off the pace in the 75. We'll see if that's
Baca's
terminal.
got a right front flat. Baca's
Yes.
right front flat. Ooh, I think there's going to be some contact right
with DeMay and
here.
Baca. Boom,
Just
boom.
enough.
Green flag coming back out. Now we've got a heat race left in this one. 17 laps scored complete, just 8 laps to go. Ward, DeMay, Rail, shoot your top 4.
Down the back straightaway. Somebody who does not need a cushion of comfort is that 4TW of Tim Ward. He is hooked up all in the mail. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Gonna go dancing. Tim Ward.
Put your hands together, folks, for Tim Ward. That was a confident drive.
I don't know, I had a weird feeling Friday was my night even before this week started, but I don't know, we'll see.
Oh, I like that. A bit cosmic, mate.
Well, the lucky few who lock in can rest easy. Everyone else gets to do it all over again. Fail to make it a second time, and you'll have one last chance in a last chance qualifier.
We ran 5th on Thursday in our feature, so missed it by 1. And then yesterday, started 7th, was up to 3rd, battling for 2nd in the feature. Sadly, popped the right front, so didn't end up making that, but we're in a last chance race today. We're starting 3rd, so we should have a pretty good shot at making it in.
Last chance qualifier number 3. Here's your national IMCA modified points leader, Chaz Baca. He is currently in that 3rd position. Here comes Chaz Baca to the top side. Beckendorf going to get lost on the high side of the speedway. A 3-car battle for the race lead down into 3.
Man, not sure what happened to Beckendorf. He went right to the curb down there in turn number 2, and that thing just shut down on him.
Chaz Baca just hugging those tires down on the low side of the speedway, continues to pull away from traffic as the white flag waves. 1 lap to go.
Final 3 coming. Ames Avenue scrambles. Number 3 goes to Chaz Baca, Mesa, Arizona.
You don't luck your way into the big dance. From 1st to 33rd, every driver beat out dozens of others to earn their spot on the grid. And in doing so, cemented their reputation as one of the top modified drivers in the nation. It's an accomplishment worthy of celebration. And, well, that's exactly what they do.
1,017 cars signed in this week. It all culminates with a modified championship here on a beautiful, beautiful Saturday night in Boone, Iowa.
We are set to meet your 33 starters for tonight's 41st championship run of the Speedway Motors IMCA Super Nationals, fueled by Casey's.
We just mentioned how it's race number 459 of the week, and we are ready to crown our 7th champion of this Super Nationals.
Set to go, 40 laps the distance, the biggest IMCA race in the country, coming to the green flag. It is Super Nationals. Dance time for your freezing performance. IMCA modified, so we are green.
Cody Lady leads him around the bottom of turns 1 and 2. Tim Ward on the top side. They'll pull away from fellow front row starter Dallin Murdy down the back straightaway. It is Laney down low. Ward in the middle groove. They'll work off of turn number 4, lap number 1, led by past champion Cody Laney.
It's Cody Laney on up front. The perennial favorite right there. Been the talk of the town all week in that 14W. Tim Ward. Laney and Ward breaking away. Then it is Murdy and Thornton, followed by Vanderbeek and Ferrando. Tim Ward is right on the back bumper, the 5L of Cody Laney. Remember, the guy who's running second has the best view of what lap traffic's doing. He is watching not only Cody Laney, but Tim Ward is watching 3 cars out ahead of him. He'll go to the inside, Laney's the top. Ward will follow the lap cars. Ward's got to run down the back straightaway. Cody Laney's going to beat him to turn 3.
Approaching the midway point here in this one, Jerry working lap number 19, this time by Tim Ward. Now going to chase Laney around the 49 of Troy Folger down in turns 1 and 2. Ward going to drop to the inside now. Open lane on the top side for Laney. He's able to sweep around that 49 car as Dallin Murdy is closing, as is Thornton, as is Ferrando, as the top 5 now closing together. The midway point, we've got 20 to go.
Down the back straightaway, look at this. It'll be Ward to the bottom. Off of turn number 4. Do you got it? Boom, I got it. It'll be Ward to the race lead.
As caution is out, we've got 2 of them together down in turns 1 and 2. Hobscheit and Radel, I believe, isn't it?
Yes, Jacob Hobscheit around over there. Dan Radel, drivers out of Platte Smith, Nebraska.
Wow.
Ooh,
I did not want to see that stop. I mean, I did not want to see that yellow flag. What terrific racing through traffic. Tim Ward, like you said and like we've talked all week, he has been the talk.
Yes.
The man to beat. He has had a very successful season. He's had a great week here in Boone. He's had a great season overall.
Here we go. Green flag. 11 to go. Ward, your leader. Ward on down the back straightaway, in the front straightaway, down out of turn number 1 and 2. Work in the back chute side of the racetrack. Murdy up there to the number 2 spot. Cody Laney, Colin Hipton, Gray Ferrando. Here we come off of turn number 4 and down the front straightaway. 10 to go, Ryan.
Five to go now. Tim Ward separating from his first Super Nationals championship. Lap traffic shouldn't be a factor regardless what happens now.
White flags out. 1 to go. It's the final lap of Super Nationals. Oh boy. Into turn number 3 and 4. He will come off of turn number 4. A Super Nationals champion, Tim Ward.
What a finish. What a race. What a week. Holy cow.
And Tim Ward is rolling across the stage. He puts his name on the back of a t-shirt and in the record book as a Super Nationals champion.
Super Nationals champion, Tim Ward! The fans, when you come out of turn 4, everybody stood up. You probably won't get a sense of that even on the replay. This joint just lit up. What does that feel like?
It's pretty cool, maybe because I've been at it for a long time and finally got one. It's such a tough race. Going down the back straightaway, the back stretch was going wild and just gave me the chills going into 3. So we're going to drink a lot of beer tonight.
Put your hands together for him, folks. Tim Ward, your Super Nationals winner.